Hello, Five Knuckle fans. You're probably wondering why my review of No Escape is being released so long after the Friday deadline. Well, I moved to Chicago, and I had to move all my computer equipment separately to get here because it was a lot of luggage, so I had to put the series on hiatus, but this review will be up, hopefully on Friday. I don't know how long it's going to take to render, and I'll be able to do them regularly after that. Sunday I'll probably see The Visit to make up for the delay, and that'll be a hoot. Anyways, No Escape. No Escape, Owen Wilson, who is still playing Owen Wilson, goes to Asia. They never specify what country in Asia it is. I had to look it up, and I think it's Cambodia. Either that or Laos. You see it very briefly on the GPS screen, and it's never referenced again. I don't know. It just seemed weird because everybody would just refer to the location as Asia. That's like if I went to New York and everyone said, "Hey, welcome to America." Yeah, anyways. Owen Wilson goes there, and a revolution happens. And the revolution in this movie is bizarre, to say the least. They're just a bunch of crazy people just killing and slaughtering everyone. And even when you do find out the reason why they're doing it, which to me didn't make much sense, all things considered, God, it just makes a little sense why they're killing everyone. Pierce Brosnan's in the movie, and he is amazing. He needs to star in movies again. This movie should have been starring him and Kenny Rogers. And yeah, he has an Asian sidekick named Kenny Rogers. Should have been about them. But anyways, we have Owen Wilson and his family trying to get out of this city alive, with Pierce Brosnan showing up every 20 minutes or so to help them along the way. What would I give this? Overall, I'd give this movie a 3 out of 5. It's just a typical action romp. I didn't hate it, I didn't like it, it was just meh to me. Just meh. I guess the best sum it up is like, picture the movie 2012, but instead all of the disasters happening being done by people. Crazy people. And you have no escape. Spoiler time. Spoiler section of this review. Excuse me for a second. I got a text message. It very rudely interrupted my review. So, spoiler section. You find out about, partly through the movie, that the revolution is happening because of a company Owen Wilson works for. Essentially, they're going to take over the water in Cambodia, and Pierce Brosnan addresses it later saying, like, yeah, they're pretty much going to be slaves to the Americans, and they don't want that. Here's my issue. The rebels want to protect the people. They want to protect the Cambodian people. Now, it made sense when they went after politicians and the ruler of Cambodia, but they're slaughtering civilians in the movie. A lot of civilians. Okay, so they're going to protect the civilians from slavery by hacking them to death with machetes. Oh, and let's not forget the tank shooting at a civilian building. Yeah, that's the thing about this movie, is that Owen Wilson and his family are thrown into scenarios in which there was no way they could have made it out. They are the luckiest family in the world. They survive a helicopter shooting at them on a rooftop, then clipping the tail propeller, whatever you call that, I'm an idiot, and it crashes into the building. They survive that. They survive that long sequence where, like, okay, the rebels are coming onto the rooftop and they're going through that sequence you saw in the trailer where they're throwing the daughter to the roof, which, by the way that was shot made me laugh, and I got these weird looks from people. Oh my god. So, that's happening. And the whole sequence is about 5 minutes long. Yeah, first of all, that's something about this movie. Scenes are so long in it. They don't need to be that long. You could have cut a lot of them in half. I know it's to build tension and everything, but you do something for 5 minutes, the tension and high risk stakes sort of fall apart. So anyway, yeah, like chucking them off rooftops. There are numerous occasions where the rebels would kill people on sight, but whenever they caught Owen Wilson or a member of his family, they always took their time. Like we saw in one scene where they have this guy, no name given, just American guy. They drag him out in the middle of the streets and shoot him instantly. Then we have Owen Wilson where they actually hold him still, then grab his daughter and try to make the daughter shoot him. Which, to be fair, I actually liked that sequence. I was actually hoping she would shoot him because I was going to go, wow, this movie has balls. But no, they didn't go down that route. It was also kind of annoying that... Okay, first of all, Pierce Brosnan dies in the movie, of course. You could see it. I knew the second the line is uttered, and you'll know what I'm talking about. The second that one line was uttered, I knew he was going to die. And he died epically. I mean, screaming with his fist pumped in the air as he's hit by the truck. Oh my god. What the hell is going on? God, this is going to be a pain in the ass to edit. That scene in the movie where he shoots the driver of this incoming truck, and because he's mortally wounded, he just sits there in the middle of the street and just takes it. Takes it, screaming his war cry, hit by the truck, and it is awesome. And so Owen Wilson and his family, they get a boat, they go through the whole daughter-dad shooting sequence, and they're being followed by the rebels. Again, they always seem to find them. I don't know how. And they're on their boat going to the Vietnamese border, and they're threatening them at gunpoint, not really paying attention to the truck full of like 16 dudes armed with AK-47s. No, they point their guns at the family with 2 small children. Vietnamese people, I guess. And of course, they don't shoot them, they go through the border, and then they immediately draw their guns on the rebels and say, hey, you attack us, it's an act of war. And they back off. And that's essentially the movie. First of all, the title lied. No escape, no, there was escape. They did escape. It should have just been called Escape. Liars. Second of all, that's pretty much it. There wasn't much to it. Was there social commentary? I guess. Is the film racist? Maybe. I guess that's up to debate. Is it good? Yes and no. I don't call the movie good. It definitely had a lot of issues, not just plot lies, but slow-mo, you got used way too much in the movie. They honestly should have gotten a different editor. But aside from that, it's just a dumb, typical, pretentious action movie.